it's Kristin. So I asked yesterday in my video if you guys were interested in seeing a get ready with me with the new Merle Norman, well, the items that I picked up anyway from the new Merle Norman spring collection, and you definitely were. So I'm going to go ahead and record that for you. It is Sunday morning, so this will hopefully be, as promised, a bonus Sunday video. So I thought I would show you the things that I have on my face already, just so that we can move on to the eyes. I have the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer. I'm testing that for you guys. And as you know, I'm working on the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, which I need to do some research on as far as where you can get it. A lot of you guys asked me that, and this was sent to me from my friend Sony, who lives in France. But I was under the impression you could get that here like through Sears or something. So when I do the review, I'll have the information. And as far as powder products on my skin, I have the Milani Multitasker in medium, I believe. Yes. I have a little NYX taupe in my contour, a little Too Faced Endless Summer Bronzer. I'm really liking that. That's totally showing up in the favorites. And then as primer on my eyes, I have the Bare Minerals Prime Time. I'm working through some of my little samples before I repurchase my Urban Decay. And then the Painterly Paint Pot. So that's what I've got going on. Let's get to the eyes. I do also, by the way, have my eyebrows done, and I'm currently using the Tarte The Brow Architect, just the pencil part portion. Not sure I'm loving that. Okay, the trio that I'll be using today, and I will be using one other color, but I'll show you that when it happens, is the trio in Wistful by Merle Norman. And this is one of the two trios that they have in their spring line. The other trio, when I was talking to Sarah about it, she described it as Neapolitan. It's a really pretty, like a vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry kind of color. So this one has Make Me Daisy, Pretty Girl, and Violet Femme. Very pretty colors. For your reference, if you don't have this or access to a Merle Norman, you would get close. The colors aren't an exact match, but they're very similar. Wet n Wild Nutty. I hope that the lighting will be okay here today. And Wet n Wild Kitten. Just for your reference. Not saying you have to go out and buy the Merle Norman stuff, but I just feel like the Merle Norman products don't get enough love, so. Okay, I have my mirror here. I believe that this really is kind of the best setup. As I scooch my chair over. Okay, so first, just in my crease with a fluffy Sigma E40, I believe, the numbers rubbed off brush, I'm going to use a little of a light purpley kind of color. It's Max Quarry. You could use whatever, just to kind of set a little transition color. Sometimes I do this first, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get a brush here on my face. And I'm just, I don't know, I feel like I'm setting it's like I'm setting a perimeter. It's Sunday morning, I think I said that already. And I'm getting ready for church. Okay, so I just have that. You can probably barely see that, but that is the point. And then I'm going to grab a MAC 239. And I'm going in with the taupe color, which is Pretty Girl. It's a really pretty taupe. Very smooth. These shadows apply so nicely, and they wore very nicely throughout the day. So I'm just going to pat that on the lid. This isn't like a tricky look by any means, but it's just kind of a way to talk about these products and review kind of these products a little bit for you, because they're just not talked about enough, I think. And I've just started to delve into them myself. So I just kind of will pat a little bit. I'm just trying to pat a little bit, and then I smooth it over. Can you hear my stomach? We are going out tonight for, well, we're going out to eat tonight. Bob is going out to eat for corned beef and cabbage. I will not be having corned beef and cabbage. Just not my thing. Not my thing at all. All right, I'm going to take that E40 brush again and just, I don't know that I need to, but I always do. I really like to blend. I'm a blender. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just, and remember, I'm not saying this is any spectacular look. This is just how I'm using these products and really enjoying them. So this is the Avon Single True Color eyeshadow single in black, brown. You can use any kind of, this is a cooler kind of brown. And I'm taking a Sigma E45, which is a tapered brush. I believe it's kind of like a MAC 226. And I'm going like this. I'm rolling it in there. And outer corner. And I'm really trying to keep it in my crease here. I don't want to bring it up too high. All right. We'll go back to that. No worries. In case you were worried. And again, I've told you guys this before. I try to keep everything within here. That's another perimeter. As long as I crack myself up, I think that's really all that matters. I keep my eyes open when I do this, so I can kind of see where everything's lining up. Okay, now I have a brush in my lap, making sure that all of the product is off of that. And just lift up a little bit and blend. So you can see all I'm really doing with that color is just deepening things. This is the exact look that I had on Instagram, by the way. Did I say that? That's where this came from. Ding. Hi, Tammy. Okay, usually I turn my phone off, but it's Sunday. And it's a bonus video. Okay, so I'm just using a little more shale just to make sure that's really nicely blended. No, that's not shale, it's Corey from MAC, sorry. And you certainly could stop right here and have at it, whatever. However, I'm not going to do that. This just has this gorgeous purple color. This is why I was drawn, believe it or not, I was drawn to this palette for the purple, not for the taupe. The taupe's just a bonus. So that is the color. A lot of people thought it looked blue. It really is like a true purple color. I don't know what to put it next to show that, but I'm hoping that will show. I'm going to show it in a bunch of different kind of angles. Hopefully you can kind of see. It's really purple. Truly purple. So I'm going to grab my little wispy brush, and this is my E36. I kind of did this, I think, in my last Get Ready With Me too, but I just like this trick that I learned from Emily to just add a little something. So I'm going to put this on the top edge of my crease. You're just adding a little something there. You guys see that? Just on the very top. I have a feeling this video is going to be a long one because I'm talking too much. Then I have a hard time editing out what is and isn't important. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see it just adds a little something, something. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the champagne color. This is the first time we're going to use it. We'll use it again. That's Make Me Daisy. And I have it on a MAC 228, which is a little teeny brush. Any kind of brush. I'm just going to put that in the inner corner here. Brighten things up a little bit. I don't want to use it as my brow bone highlight, because that's too much shimmer for me. So just brighten things up a little bit. And I do have Mac Brulee, of course, here, which looks like this for anybody that... I always try to remember that just because I've used Mac Brulee every day of my life for years, doesn't mean everybody that's watching this video knows what it is, so. I should have done this before the purple, by the way. But that's okay. We're just gonna take that. Where's my little wispy brush? I put a little more purple on my brush, kind of dab it on my hand, because I don't want like the full application of the purple. Such technical terms I use. Okay, I'm going to do liner. I have my Ransom eyeliner from Urban Decay, which is that same kind of violet-y purple, not too in your face purple. And I'm just obviously lining my lower lash line. All right, now that I have that done, I have my Sigma E21. I use this brush every day, and I'm smudging that out. You could use a Q-tip. You could even use your finger. And I'm just doing that because I really want the purple when I put it below here to stand out. Okay, now you could certainly use that same brush, the E21, but why when I can dirty another brush? So I have this little tiny one from the Essence, the duo that came with like a, I don't know if it still exists anymore. If it does, I'll link below. Like, of course, I link everything below. And I'm just going to work this into the lash line. I have to pull my mirror closer because, you know, I'm old. And I can't see. I hope you guys can see, by the way, that I tap my brush always, no matter what shadow I use. So it's not like I'm trying to, I don't get fallout with these shades. It's lovely. They're really nice. Very smooth and buttery. And this trio, I will put the price there. I think it was $25 for the trio. Alright, so that's kind of the crazy look right now. I'm going to use my Avon Always On Point in black brown. Love this liner. Like, can we just talk about this liner? So this cap twists on and off. And I didn't realize this at first, but what it does is it gives you this sharp tip every single time. There's a sharpener in the cap. Just by putting the cap on and off, it sharpens it. Alright, I'm gonna line my upper line, my upper waterline, and put on some mascara, and then we'll be back. Okay, so eyes are finished. I have some Tarte Lights Camera Lashes as my mascara, and I use that, like I said, the Avon Always On Point. So now I'm gonna take the brush out of here. A cute little brush, but I don't know, maybe it would work for highlight. So this is their spring blush from the Lasting Cheek Color in Fancy Free. It's always hard for me to tell in the viewfinder if it's showing up nicely or not. This blush is just, it's just so pretty. Again, I'm not really sure that it's going to show up, but I'm going to apply it, so I don't need to do an actual brush swatch. All right, I'm using my Bobbi Brown blush brush, which is my favorite blush brush of all time. Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is my favorite blush brush of all time. I use it almost every single day. I just think this blush is so pretty. And I love, this is kind of like, it's a peach with a little bit of pink. So, you know, a lot of people will just say peachy pink. Well, sometimes it's peach with a little pink. Sometimes it's pink with a little peach. Sometimes it's an even combo of them. I would say, yeah, I really feel like it's peach with a little pink, which I love with this shade of purple. I think that's a gorgeous combination. How about I do the other cheek and then I'll be back. Okay, so you can see that this is a matte blush. There's no sheen in that, but on your cheeks, you just get the nicest, somebody feeling the need to drive down my road. We live on a dead end. It just gives the nicest sheen. I don't know. I think it's gorgeous. It's just a little bit of sheen though. So what I'm gonna do to just kick things up a little bit, because who doesn't want to glow, is I'm going to take my little e.l.f. stipple brush and that Make Me Daisy. I'm going to use that as a highlighter because I think that will be pretty. Yes, 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 that is pretty. Oh yeah, buddy. I really like that. I didn't try that the other day. I'm gonna wipe off my lip balm and put on the lipstick for you. The lipstick is from their creamy lip color. They had 3 lipsticks that came out with their spring collection. And this is a nice weighty packaging. This is what the Merle Norman lipstick packaging looks like. It's a nice weighty, it's a nice packaging. Feels like hourglass to me. The liner that I used the other day when I Instagrammed the picture was the Rimmel Exaggerate in Pure. So we're going to do that. I mean, same vehicle, realizing it's a dead end. So when I do lip liner, it depends on the lip liner, but for this one, I do the outside and then I just bring it in a little bit, not all the way into the center of the lips. And then this, did I say this color? I didn't. It's in Late Bloomer. And it's pretty bright for me, actually, but I like it. Maybe because I'm just craving spring. These last very well. They are very creamy, as the color would suggest, and I feel like they apply well. They don't apply patchy by any means. I always do the pinky trick. And there you go. So that is the finished look. I'm going to zoom you in on the eyes. Okay, so here are the eyes. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and, you know, enjoyed getting a peek at some of the Merle Norman items from the collection. I really like these. I think my standout product from their line so far has been the 2 blushes that I have. I have this blush and then I have one in Mauvelous. It's in Mauvelous that I've talked about before. I think I showed it in a favorites even. But I think this is a line that needs to be given a second look at if you haven't in a while. I know that it's been around for quite some time, but I just feel like they need to be given a little bit of love because they have some great products. And again, I really want to thank Sarah, and I'll list her channel below. I met her, we met before she was doing videos. She works one Saturday a month for Merle Norman and really opened my eyes to the brand. I don't have a Merle Norman store around here at all. So I was really thankful for her having opened my eyes to this brand, and I've enjoyed, you know, trying out the few things in there. These will not be the last things I'll purchase from them. So as I get new things, I'll definitely bring them to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, and I will talk to you very soon.